Hello, welcome to Math with Mr. Dobrescu, to the rescue. Can you find the missing side using similar triangles? Look at this shape here and see if you can find x using similar triangles. In the diagram below, this line and this line are parallel. And then they are asking us to find x. How can you do that? Think about this. And then you can write in the comments if you know how to find x. Pause this video, work the problem, write in the comments if you know how to find x and what method did you use to find x. And then let's come back and see if your answer matches my answer. Okay? Let's take a look at this problem here. If you look at this shape, we see that if you look carefully, you can see two triangles. We see the top triangle, the smaller one. Let's rewrite it here. Let's draw a little triangle. This is the top triangle. And then we can see the bigger triangle right there. Okay? Let me do that bigger triangle underneath that triangle. So we can see another bigger triangle. Okay, and we know that these lines are parallel. Since this line and this line are parallel, and we have a transversal here, and another transversal here, this angle is congruent to this angle, and this angle here is congruent to the other angle over here. Okay? Therefore, these triangles are similar. We have this angle congruent to this angle congruent to this angle, right? This angle over here congruent with this angle over there. And finally, the top angle here belongs to both triangles. Therefore, this angle here at the top is congruent to this angle at the bottom. So we can say that the little triangle and the bigger triangle are similar. Knowing that, we can set up proportions. Corresponding sides of similar triangles are proportional. Remember that. So let's start with x. X is right here. And then we have 8. And then this side here is composed of 8 plus 4. This here is 8 plus 4. The entire side is 8 plus 4. And this side here is composed of x plus 6. X plus 6. And now we can set up the proportions. So we can start with x. So we have here x over, so the smaller side of the smaller triangle divided by the bigger side of the bigger triangle, x plus 6, should equal 8, the smaller side of the other side of the triangle, the smaller triangle, divided by 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4. And now we are going to solve for x. 8 plus 4 becomes 12, so we have x over x plus 6 equals 8 over 12, right? And here we can simplify 8 and 12. We can divide top and bottom by 4. Top and bottom by 4. So now we have x over x plus 6 should equal 8 divided by 4 is 2, because 2 times 4 is 8. And 12 divided by 4 is 3, because 3 times 4 is 12. And now simply we are going to use cross multiplication, and eventually we are going to solve for x. So let's cross multiply, and we can put a little parenthesis around x plus 6. So now we have 2 times x plus 6, 2 times x plus 6 should equal 3x. 2 times x plus 6 should equals 3 times x becomes 3x. Now don't forget about the distributive property. So we have 2x plus 2 times 6 is 12 equals 3x. And now we are going to subtract 2x on both sides to bring all the x to this side. So minus 2x here, minus 2x. 2x and 2x cancels out. So now we have 12 equals 3x minus 2x, it's x. 12 equals x, or just x equals 12. And this is our final answer. Now, let me know if you got the same answer. Remember, I wanted you to try to do this problem on your own and write in the comments your answer. If you got 12, you'll get a happy face from me. Happy face and a big A plus. Okay? But you want to make sure you get 12. Okay? Let's take a look at another problem. And now since you practiced and you know how to solve the problem, the previous problem, you'll be able now to do this problem really easily, right? Again, pause this video, work on this problem, and see if you can find the answer. When in this problem it says, in the diagram below, DE is parallel to BC. DE is parallel to BC. Those lines are parallel. And they are giving us additional information. They are giving us that AD equals 3, BD equals 4, and AE equals 6. And then we need to find the length of EC. We need to find EC and use it to find the entire side AC. Okay. First of all, we need to find EC, and let's call that X. We need to find this X, and then we need to find the entire AC after we find X. Okay. See if you can solve it. Pause the video, solve it, and then I'm going to solve it and see if we get the same answer. Okay? Okay, let's come back. Again, since this line and this line are parallel, we are going to have this angle and this angle congruent. These are corresponding angles because this side is the transversal of these parallel lines. And on the other side, the same thing. This angle and this angle are congruent because they are corresponding. These parallel lines are crossed now by this transversal. Therefore, the smaller triangle and the bigger triangle are similar. And again, don't forget they are sharing this angle. Both triangles are sharing that angle there at the top. Let's draw again both triangles. So we have a smaller triangle there at the top. I'll do my best here. And then we have a bigger triangle at the bottom. Okay? We have a smaller triangle and the bigger triangle. And then let's put some dimension there. So we have ADE, so triangle ADE, and triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. We know that AD is 3, they are giving us in the problem. And then we also know that DB, but that's another side right there. But we know that AB, the entire side, AB is made up of 4 plus 3 because it's made up of this BD and AD, 3 plus 4. So this is 4 plus 3. The entire side is 4 plus 3. Now, AE is 6. And the entire side AC is 6 plus x. 6 plus x. And now, knowing this information, we can set up a proportion. Remember, corresponding sides of the similar triangles should be proportional. Okay, so let's set up that proportion in order for us to find EC or X. Okay, so let's start with this side, AE, which is 6. So we have 6 divided by the other side, the corresponding side, which is 6 plus X, the entire AC, which is 6 plus X, 6 plus X, should equal 3, the other side 3, divided by 3 plus 4, or 4 plus 3. Okay, that's it. And now let's see if we can simplify this. So we have 6 over 6 plus X equals 3 over plus 4 plus 3 is 7. And again, don't forget to put parentheses around 6 plus X, and then let's cross multiply in order for us to find X. Okay, let's see what we get. So now we have, let's start with this one. We have 3 times X plus 6, right? X plus 6 or 6 plus X is the same thing because addition is commutative. Should equal, okay, that's a 7. 6 times 7. 6 times 7. 6, 7. Remember, 6 times 7. Not 6, 7. 6 times 7. 6 times 7. Here we can use the distributive property. So we have 3x plus 3 times 6 is 18 equals 6 times 7 is 42. And now let's subtract 18 on both sides. Minus 18 minus 18. This cancels out, so we have 3x equals, remember, borrow from the 4, make 4 a 3, make 2 a 12. 12 minus 8 is 4, and 3 minus 1 is 2. And finally, divide both sides by 3. They simplify, so we get x equals 24 divided by 3. 3 times 8 equals 24. X equals 8. I hope you got the same answer. Once you start it on your own, if you got EC or X equals 8, you got the right answer right there. So now we got X equals 8 or EC equals 8. And finally, they're asking us to find the entire side AC. And to do that, we have to add, if this one is 8, 8 plus 6, right? 6 plus 8, and that's supposed to be what? 14, right? 14. So AC equals 14. AC 14, EC 8. Again, if you got the same answers, you'll get a happy face from me, happy face, and a A++. Okay? You are more confident, and again, these problems now are coming easy and easy and easier and easier to you, because now you know how to use strategies, right? You have so many strategies you can use in order to find the missing side. Let's take a look at one more problem here. And again, in this triangle below, triangle ABC, the entire triangle here, ABC, and the smaller triangle EDC are similar. They are telling us they are similar because actually we have this angle here, 90 degrees, and the other angle here, 90 degrees. And both of these triangles are sharing this angle right there, angle C. Both of these triangles share angle C. And remember, if two triangles have at least two angles the same, automatically the third angle is also the same. So this angle up here, angle A and angle E, are also the same. So those triangles are similar. Now they're giving us some information here. We have AC AC, the entire AC equals 13. AB equals 5. And BC equals 12. Again, it says here, if DC equals 3, find the length of ED. If DC equals 3, find ED. So we need to find ED. Okay? And then find the length of EC and use it, EC. Okay, we need to find also EC. And now we are going to use EC to find the length of AE. AE, right? AE. Again, pause this video and see if you can use the strategies we've learned from the previous examples and solve this problem. Okay, take a moment, take a few minutes, work it out and see if you can get the answers. Okay, and then come back and let's see if we can, again, using the strategies from the previous video, from the previous examples, let's see if we can solve this example here. Okay, first of all, let's break this down. Again, we can draw the bigger triangle first. Okay, so we have a bigger triangle. And then we have also a smaller triangle. I'm going to put them next to each other here so you can see it clearly what's going on. Sorry for my drawing. Okay, so the bigger triangle we have ABC, ABC, and the other triangle we have EDC, EDC. Okay, and let's label what we get. So we have here AC equals 13, AC 13, AB equals 5, BC equals 12, BC equals 12. And then it says here, if DC equals 3, if DC equals 3, let's find ED. Let's find ED. Let's call EDX. Okay. We know that these triangles are similar, therefore corresponding sides are proportional. So let's use that information to solve for x, corresponding sides, okay? It's up to you where you want to start. So if we start from the smaller triangle, you go to the bigger triangle, or vice versa, you should get the same thing. Let's start from the smaller triangle this time. So we have x divided by the smaller side, x divided by 5 should equal 3 divided by 3 divided by 12. Okay, that's it. And now we are going to use cross multiplication and we can find x. Okay, let's cross multiply. So we have 12 times x becomes 12x equals 5 times 3, which is 15. 3 times 5, which is 15, right? So we have 12x equals 15. Okay, and now we are going to divide both sides by 12. Both sides by 12. Okay, so we have 15 divided by 12. Okay, so we have 15 here. Let's do the division here. 15 divided by 12. 12 goes into 15 once. 12, let's subtract. 15 minus 12 is 3. Add a 0 and a decimal, bring it down. 12 into 30 twice. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 1, 2. Let's subtract. 30 minus 24 is 6. Add another 0, bring it down. And 12 into 60, 5 times. 5 times 2, 10, 0, carry the 1. 5 times 1, 5 plus 1, 6. Perfect. 60. Okay? So the answer is 1.25. Okay? So x equals 1.25. I hope you got the same answer. Again, if you got the same answer, you'll get a happy face from me and an A++. Okay? So x equals 1.25. Therefore, ED is 1.25. We got ED. Let's continue now. We need to find EC. Okay, let me erase this division here, long division, so we have more room to solve for the other side. Okay, so let's see what we get now. The same thing here. Okay, so now we need to find EC. The same thing, we can use the same, let's call this Y. Let's call ECY. So the same thing, let's start the proportion. So we have Y divided by the smaller side of the smaller triangle, this the longer side actually of the small triangle. We call this the hypotenuse since these angles are 90 degrees. So the hypotenuse of the smaller triangle divided by the hypotenuse of the larger triangle, y over 13, should equal, and now we have a choice. We can use any other sides. Let's use DC again. DC equals 3. This side, the longer leg of the smaller triangle, divided by the longer leg of the other triangle, 3 over 12. Okay? And let's see what we get now. The same thing now, we are going to use cross multiplication, but first of all, we can simplify 3 divided by 12. If we divide top and bottom by 3, to make it simpler, so we can simplify our work. So we have y divided by 13 should equal 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. 1 over 4. And finally, now we can use cross multiplication. Let's cross multiply. 4 times y becomes 4y equals 13 times 1 is 13. And again, we need to divide both sides by 4. Okay, and y equals, let's see what we get if we divide 13 by 4. Okay, let's divide 13 by 4. We are going to divide 13 by 4 and see what we get. Let me use the other side here. So we have 13 divided by 4. Let's do the division here and then we come back to the other screen. 4 goes into 13 how many times? 3 times. 3 times 4 equals 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. Add a 0. Don't forget that. And a decimal. Bring down the 0. 4 goes into 10 how many times? Twice. 2 times 4 equals 10. Again. 2 times 4 equals 8. Not 10. 8, okay? Be careful. Just check it. If you pay attention, 8, right? 2 times 4 equals 8. Let's subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2. Now add another 0. Bring it down. And finally, 4 into 20, 5 times. 5 times 4 equals 20. Okay, so we get 3.25. Okay, so y equals 3.25. Okay, y or EC 3.25. 3.25. Make sure you get the same answer in order for you to get that happy face and A++. And finally, now we need to find AE, right? That one, AE. So now we are going to use some logic here. Since EC, which we found to be 3.25, this one is EC, right? EC is 3.25. And we also know that AC, the entire side here, AC equals 13. So the entire side is 13, and this is 3.25. So AE would be what? 13 minus 3.25, right? AE should equal 13 minus, right, the entire thing, the entire side, AC is 13 minus 3.25. 3.25. Okay? And let's do the work on the other side. 13 minus 3.25. 13 minus, again, 13 minus 3.25. 3.25. Be very careful how you arrange those decimals here, right? 13 can be written as 13.00. Don't forget that. And then we divide, we subtract 3.25. Make sure you bring down the decimal right away, and then we can subtract, right? We cannot take 5 from 0, borrow from the 3, make 3 a 2. Make this 0 now a 9, and make this 0 a 10. Be very, very careful here. And then make this 2, because this is going to be a 12, right? Be very, very careful. 10 minus 5 becomes 5. And now 9 minus 2 becomes 7. And finally, 12 minus 3 becomes 9. The final answer should be 9.75. Because again, if we add 9.75 plus 3.25, we should get what? We should get 13, correct? Okay, let's do that. 5 plus 5 is 0. 0, carry the 1. 7 plus 2, 9 plus 1, 10. 0, carry the 1. 9 plus 3 is what? 12 plus 1, 13. We got it. So the answer is 9.75. 9.75. So AE equals 9.75. I hope you're able to get all these answers. ED 1.25, EC 3.25, and AE 9.75. If you did that, you got the same answer. You'll get a happy face again and an A plus now. Because you are a pro of solving these problems using similar triangles. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you watching this video and paying attention and working your problems and writing in the comments your answers. And again, I appreciate you watching this. Please don't forget to share this video and don't forget to like it. And if you didn't subscribe to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for our next video. All the best to you.